Wow. Today is actually the real graduation, you know that, right? Representative of the Chancellor, members of the University Council, the Vice Chancellor, the Pro-Vice Chancellors, Registrar, Provost of College of Humanities, the Chairman and members of the College of Humanities Advisory Board, Deans, Directors, and Heads of Departments, members of Convocation, staffs and students, alumni and friends of the university, invited guests, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, and above all, my resilient and occasionally sleep-deprived colleagues of the class of 2025. Good morning. It is such a great honor and responsibility that I stand here today to deliver the valedictory speech on behalf of the Bachelor of Science in Administration, class of 2025. It all feels like a dream standing here today, being that young boy from Kitikrachi, standing in the Great Hall, to deliver the speech as a valedictorian. It is such a humbling moment for me and a timely reminder that anyone from anywhere can attain any height, and I give all glory to God. Some 4 years ago, most of us in this room gathered in JQB room 9 for our first lecture, Introduction to Public Administration. With expectant faces, many clueless, some scared. But today we are all grateful, hopeful, and excited for the future. For the University of Ghana Business School class of 2025, the undergraduate journey has not been easy. For most of us, getting our first C in business math to having to start our final year with what feels like a receipt exam for corporate reporting. We persisted and strived. Although our bellies turned with anxiety and our feet wobbled, we stood the test of time, thanks of course to our incredible lecturers and friends who supported us. The biggest lie we all heard in secondary school is that university is easy and that you don't have to revisit a course already studied. As valedictorian, I would like to clarify that, especially for our dear parents and guardians, university is very, very hard. And you have to so many times have to revisit a course already studied. And we gladly accept a few hundred CDs after the graduation. We faced exams that tested more than knowledge. They tested our resilience. We stumbled through failures that bruised our pride, the presentations that fell apart, the grade that didn't reflect our effort, the dream deferred because life demanded we pivot. There were moments when we questioned if we were enough, when tears fell silently in our hostel rooms or in quiet corners of the library, when loneliness crept in despite being surrounded by our friends. Yet, here we are, not because the path was easy, but because we refused to let the darkness win. We got up, we asked for help, we leaned on each other, and in those hardest hours, something beautiful happened. We discovered that vulnerability is not weakness, it is actually the birthplace of strength. For some context, some we studied and passed course in management accounts 1 and 2, business, finance, and so many difficult courses that only we graduates here can testify to. We experienced the uncertainty of not knowing what to eat so many times. For me, for example, we are familiar with the mid-exam intrusive thought where you question whether you really killed the paper or the paper killed you. But then, despite everything, every one of us here today, regardless of our class or GPA, has earned the right to be in this room. To the class of 2025, this great accomplishment should not be the end of the road. It either should be the starting point for the next leap forward, or it should be where you try to make things better for yourselves. I admonish you to go out there and make a difference. Proceed with integrity. Pursue multiple master's degrees and PhDs. Start new business and sustain old ones. Make a ton of money, legally I mean, not illegally. Meet the love of your life. Get married and make beautiful babies. This message is actually for all of us who chose not to be in relationships because we thought it would affect our grades. I believe if we all had a chance to do it again, most of us would actually, graduate with our beloveds, right? Honestly, who did this single life actually help, to be honest? Just like with this undergraduate degree, the journey to succeeding in all of the above will be thorny and winding. It will require hard work, integrity, commitment, consistency, and persistence. To achieve these great things, in whatever you do, please do not give up. We should know that the life out there is not the same as finding the internal rate of return, reading the Solomon versus Solomon, finding 4p's or reading 4p's and 8p's, finding the integral or differentiation of an equation or so. And I know that we all can attest to this because we've all started our national service. But then, for us to survive the life out there, we would have to distinct ourselves by adding value and putting in the work. In the words of Nelson Mandela, it always seems impossible until it is done. We have done the impossible by being here today. Now let us go forth and do it again, but this time in bigger and bolder ways. The future isn't something that happens to us. It is something we shape with every choice, every act of kindness, every risk taken in the name of love and purpose. So as we toss our caps into the air, let them carry our hopes, our fears, our unbreakable spirit. Let the fears that fall today be the tears of joy, of release, of profound gratitude for this moment and for one another. Before I take my seat, I kindly plead with all graduates here to kindly be on their feet and give a hand of applause to all parents and guardians here today. For it is with their support and encouragement that is why we are all here today. Thank you very much. I am forever grateful to my family, especially my father, Mr. Jeremiah Ndemele, and the most supportive sister I could ever ask for, Miss Esther Ndemele. And to Lisa Brie of the First Love Church, God richly bless you for all you did for me. I will not be here without your constant love, prayers, encouragement, and support. I owe you everything. To Mr. Kojo Jones, Mensa of the KGM Foundation, I am glad you are part of my life. I appreciate you. God bless you. To my people into success, the study group has started with 4 other colleagues the first week in level 100, which has grown to a mini class of 50. Thank you all for being a part of my life. In my next life, I will still choose to do this with all of you again, over and over again. We will surely meet at the top. To the UGBS faculty, thank you for the knowledge, support, and advice. To our loving parents and guardians, thank you for everything. God bless you 1,000-fold. We'll continue to make you proud. Finally, to the entire university, thank you for making the University of Ghana what it is today. God bless you all. To the class of 2025, I want to remind you all that we survived. Though it may tarry, wait for it to surely come to pass. We won. We shall excel. I hope you have the time of your life. With God on our side, success is assured. Thank you.